not the one getting tested on this.
See, that right there is something that scares me. If my kids come home and say, "Can you help me with this?" and I look at it, they say that happens with math.
Yeah.
And the problem with math is there's different ways. Like how we got to the answer is not how they get to the answer now. It's new methods, and you got to follow the new method.
Yeah.
And like my parents would always be like, just get a calculator.
You know what, though? In fairness to your parents, like how many of us now, if you're trying to figure something out, if you can't do it in your head, you're like, well, I thankfully have this phone that has an entire calculator in it. That's the same thing with my kids. Dude, my kids, they can spell now, but I feel like I knew how to spell so many words by like third or fourth grade that they would be in sixth, seventh, eighth grade still with my oldest, where she would be like, she would send me a text with a misspelling in it, and I would say, is that really how you think this word's spelled? She's like, I don't know. Autocorrect usually gets it. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Because half the time they're talking into the phone. They're not even typing it. They're just saying the words into the phone.
Oh, is that
text it out?
That's how they talk. They text that.
I've seen so many kids doing that too. And I'm like,
not a fan.
I'm not a fan either.
There's two things that teachers used to act like wasn't going to be a thing that now is. One is help with spelling. They thought you needed help with every word. And it's like, boom, autocorrect. Two, the good old, you're not going to always have a calculator in your pocket. Well, funny, we do.
You're not always going to have a camera with you to take photos. Got to use your memory. It's like, actually, we always have a camera.
You don't know how to show your work.
You're not going to have the entirety of the internet.
I'll take a screenshot. That's me showing my work.
You're not going to always have every video ever made known to man in your pocket. It's like, actually, I have that too with YouTube.
YouTube does a lot of teaching nowadays.
Yeah,
YouTube University. Right. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, of course it is. So Ross Bjork, speaking of universities, he's trying to get the Ohio State University a few wins back. This goes back to 2010, obviously, with the tattoo gate, all that stuff. Looking now at how things are, is it really a big deal that they took those wins away?
Yes.
Of course it is. But I'm saying,
you know who's greatly impacted by them? It's a guy that you can hear on 97.1 The Fan. His name is DeVere Posey.
Oh, I very much know that.
I didn't know until I had a conversation with him a couple weeks ago where he was like, yeah, my stats don't count for them games. He's like, I would be in top 10 in receiving if I get them stats. But now that they vacated them games and them stats,
oh, you need to get those back.
That's why I said, right. Oh, well, yeah, you need to get.
Well, here's what I'm with you. I think it's a big deal. I just meant it's not a big deal what those guys did compared to what now is allowed. It's ridiculous those games don't count. Here's Ross Bjork talking about a process that Ohio State's trying to go through, I guess, to get some of that back.
I had to testify in front of a legislative committee at the state capitol, and I hadn't heard about. There was actually a proposed state bill that would get those back.
Let's do it.
And so I heard about that. It's something, look, I think given the climate, I think you have to at least, ask the question. So we haven't really pursued a whole lot, but there's a few questions that we have asked. Who knows where it'll go? We know, again, those things are usually just a piece of paper, right? We know what happened in those years. I mean, I was part of a program that had to vacate some wins, and we still won the Sugar Bowl when we were at Ole Miss because everyone was there. We held up the trophy. And so those are the things that you go through. But, yeah, it's definitely a different climate, and the conversations, are a lot different than they were before.
Yeah. I don't blame them for wanting to get it back. I would want to do the same thing.
I don't understand why NCAA wouldn't want to give them back. Once you gave Reggie his Heisman back, that was it. You might as well just go ahead and give everybody that did something that had to do NIL related, give it to them, because – what's the difference? Reggie Bush I'd argue Reggie's was worse.
Yeah,
what he did was worse than what Ohio State did. So you might as well just go ahead. I don't understand how this is even a thing.
Oh, I'm with you. And it's so ridiculous to hear some of the different penalties that have been thrown out since that. When you see now what players get, the idea that if any player were to have taken cream cheese on a bagel instead of butter, you know what I mean, on a recruiting visit, that constituted a recruiting violation technically. And now we're talking about guys who are leaving for millions of dollars to go play at different schools. And it's all out in the open. And we have GMs. We don't have director of football operations. They're general managers, just like an NFL team. It's beyond bizarre that this is where we're at.
Speaking of transferring, I seen this report yesterday that I didn't know, that this was a thing. You know, Nico Iamaleava, since Deshaun Foster is fired, he has 30 days that he can transfer.
Every player on both UCLA and Virginia Tech, they have every time a player or coach gets fired,
you get 30 days and you can leave.
Transfer portal is open for him and anybody else on that team.
Wouldn't that be something? If I was him, I'm out.
Oh man, of course. Who was talking about the Urban was the one saying it yesterday on his podcast where he said, I have to say it's like the worst trade possibly in history.
Was it Joey? Joey was with UCLA?
Yeah.
So wait.
Yeah, the dude at
I didn't
Tennessee
know it was Joey. That was the trade. I thought it was somebody else. Wow. Yeah.
Oh no, well, because
he should have did that.
What he was, I'm trying to remember, wasn't Joey Aguilar was at
App State. Yeah.
And then he went to UCLA. And then when he heard the Tennessee job was open because Nico was transferring out, then he got the call and he's like, yeah, I'm over there. And then UCLA was like, we need a quarterback now.
He is thanking whoever he believes he is.
No kidding.
Thank you for Nico.
Yeah. Oh, it's one of the craziest things that's ever happened in
I don't know
college or pro sports, honestly, because Nico last year he wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but that offense sets up well for quarterback.
Trash this year. I don't know where he goes.
The whole team is just awful. I don't even know how good he looks because the whole team is awful.
He might need. You know where he need to go? He need to go to Miami. Miami do a good job of giving people second chances that was supposed to be good. Just go to Miami. Sit behind Carson Beck.
There's a very good
chance. Take it over next year.
Also, I'm going to throw this out there now. And then we'll go to break. Y'all can chew on it. There's a guy who I think should be in the transfer portal before the end of this year. I mean, he should announce that he's going to go into it when the window opens. Last name of Manning. That dude needs to get out of Texas and get away from all that craziness, in my opinion.
I'm waiting on the day that man behind the glass over there jumps off the bandwagon. I can't wait.
Not even an SEC play yet.
Yeah,
still early.
That's the problem.
He already played a Big Ten school, and we saw how that looks. He's getting booed off the field, man. Like I'm not even saying that like he sucks. I'm saying it as that right now. The combination of pressure, expectations, everything that was there. He could go out the rest of this year and play pretty good football and still be a disappointment.
He went 11 for 25.
I'm saying
against UTEP.
I'm telling you, it would not surprise me at all if he gets in the transfer portal this winter. And just says, I need to reset, I need to refocus, I need to do
No, he can't do that.
Why not?
Because that
I'll tell you what, when they come back to him and say, hey, Warby Parker canceled. All these different Fabletics or whatever is out. That might be the time where suddenly he goes, all right, well, if the money's not here, maybe I should think about where's the best for me to go.
I will say,
get developed somewhere.
Tyvis sent me a package of bad throws from Arch Manning on Twitter, and the reason why I didn't say anything back, Tyvis, was because I didn't know what to say back.
There's no defending it right now. He's bad. He's awful.
I can't believe I didn't think it'd be like this.
No, it's right. No one did, and I'm saying he needs a reset because he's not this bad.
I don't think they need to come out and say that he's hurt.
They do. All right, coming up next, the Browns. Are they going 0-3 this weekend? Yes. But will they be wearing their giant poo stick uniforms? Also, yes. We will talk about this game next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Friday. The roads around the metro still looking really good for a Friday commute, but we are noticing our first crash that's happening way up north in Delaware County. Expect some lane closures on 23, that's southbound direction at Hills Miller Road, just before the Delaware County downtown area. Because of a crash out there, crew members on scene this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Ford versus Ferrari. It's the ultimate showdown, and it's coming to Valley Ford of Columbus. Experience the thrill of Ford GTs and Ferraris for your up-close viewing at the Ultimate Car Show tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. Everyone's invited to marvel at these iconic machines and enjoy live music and food trucks. Show off your special car, too. All makes and models are welcome. Register at the show or online, valleyfordofcolumbus.com. It's the official dealership of Carnell Tate. Be there.
The Waterworks techs have heard it all. Screeching furnaces, dripping pipes, strangled garbage disposals, overflowing toilets. Did a spooky surprise catch you off guard? Who are you gonna call?
No, not them. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222. We provide better care, better value, better results, and we'll take on any drain or heating and cooling nightmare to come your way. Happy Hallow Waterworks.
Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and it's party time, baby, because the Grove City Smokin' Hot Wing and Music Fest is back Saturday, October 4th at American Nitro. From noon to 9, you get wings, beer, live music, football on the big screen, and more. Don't miss the wing eating and bobbing for wings contest either. Ooh, veterans, military, and kids under 12 get in free. Get the tickets at americannitro.com/wingfest. Presented to you by The Fan, Columbus Chamber, Brex Paving, Darby Dental, and Equipment Rental. Wingfest 2025, the ultimate fall kickoff. Don't miss it.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease 2 Elantras for $222. That's right, lease 2 new 2025 Elantra SEs for just $222 a month for a 2-year lease. Both your new Elantras come with owner assurance and America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage in Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.99 down per unit plus taxes, fees. First month payment, 10K miles per year, ends 9/30.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you picked match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sports, ball, or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Other stations have crappy ratings and they wonder why no one listens. So instead of investing money in local talent, they fire people and plug in AI voices. Gee, real entertainment. Well, all of our dummies are real, damn it. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Waking up with mostly clear skies, temperatures in the 50s to low 60s, and then this afternoon we heat up with daytime highs getting into the low 90s with plenty of sun, and skies will be hazy. For tonight, mostly clear overnight with our lows in the 60s, and for Saturday we could see a stray shower or storm in the afternoon, although most of us remain mainly dry with our mix of sun and clouds and highs in the upper 80s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Let's see. High school, Buckeyes, Browns, kids in the retention pond. It must be Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Football is good. The Fan. Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
ED is nothing more than a medical condition. Studies show that around 50% of men over age 50 have some form of the condition, and young men can be affected by ED as well. But what you may not know is that ED stems from a variety of causes, and these often call for differing treatment strategies. And that's what Tri-State Men's Health does, because they work when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of those treatments can have you last an hour or better. There are 6 locations located right here in Ohio. 2 of them located in Columbus, which would be Westerville and Hilliard. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit is only $99, and it includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TNPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after that appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
That will be a drop.
We need that. Need that 100%. So here's what we have coming up. I haven't set up the rest of the show yet, And this is a busy, busy next hour for us. So if you have a long commute, guess what? We got a lot of stuff for you coming up. We have at 7:30 the Football Friday forecast. Meredith Garfalo, 10 TV meteorologist, she'll jump in, give us some updates on what the weather's going to be like for the Browns game this weekend. Spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure it's going to be hot. Also, tonight, if you're going out for high school football, she will have an update on that for you. Don't forget, high school football on the Fan tonight. Our game of the week is Delaware at Westerville North. That's at 7 p.m. I believe the coverage starts at 6:30. But, yeah, check all that out here on the Fan this evening. After we talk to Meredith at 7:30, 7:45, we're going to have some of our best bets of the weekend. We'll help you try to win some money, at least if you listen to Tyvis. If you listen to me, you'll lose money. So that's how that usually works. Josh Pate from the Josh Pate College Football Show. He is going to join us coming up at 8 o'clock, break down some of the big storylines in college football this weekend. Even though the Buckeyes are on a bye, there's still a lot going on there. And then I have 1 hour from now some priceless audio from Gus Johnson. Am I underselling this, guys? Like, it may be the greatest audio we've ever played on this show. It's
I can't
something.
believe you said that. Now that's
by greatest I mean
it's something.
It's awful. Like, it's awful, but because it's awful, it's hilarious.
Gus Johnson continues to break my heart with his public embracing of being a Michigan man recently.
So that's at 8:15, and I'm telling you, you have to hear that if you have not heard this audio of him. So, all right, delayed long enough. I really don't want to talk about this Browns game because I think the Browns are going to get annihilated by the Packers.
See, and just when you think that, they might play well. Are the Browns really that bad? This is, what's sad as I'm falling in the cycle.
No, don't fall into this.
A Brown cycle where it's like a Monday after the game, I'm like furious that they're the worst team in the world. And as the week goes on, I start to look at other stuff and be like, maybe they not as bad as I think.
What have you looked at that made you think that?
Okay, so this is the thing. So, like,
because they're playing the Packers, for those who aren't aware of this, and the Packers are obviously playing very well.
I'm not saying
have a good defense.
I'm not saying the Browns are going to win by any stretch. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, are the Browns as bad as I think, as we think?
What part do you think sucks? What part do you think is bad?
Well, I mean, the fact that they can't score on offense.
There we go.
Horrendous.
That seems like a problem.
But
so I think that have they fixed that in any meaningful way since last Sunday to this Sunday?
Well, we're going to find out.
Probably not.
That's the thing. We're going to find out. But my thing is this. Like, the 41-17 is misleading. Like, last week's game, 41.
Sure.
It's very misleading because, again, at halftime, it was 3-10. Even after the first possession, it was 13-3. This thing didn't like fully get blown open until the turnovers happened, which you talk about a fumble that got scooped. I think they scooped and scored that. They had a pick return to like the 2-yard line, and then they had a block punt. So that's 21 points right there, right?
Well, that's how it got blown open. But the fact of the matter is, and this is where I come down, is this defense is legitimately good. One of the best defenses in the NFL.
Yeah,
all
right.
That's true.
Right.
And I like the Packers. If you want to get into the nitty gritty of it, like the Packers have a rookie tackle, I think, who's going to have to play this weekend because one of their other tackles is hurt. And who do you think is going to line up against that guy for 60-70% of the snaps? It's going to be old 95. Miles Garrett's going to be like just licking his chops after that guy. So the defense, I think, can hold the Packers to like maybe 14-17 points. I think that would be that's a great day at the office.
All right, if that's the case, then we're going to have a good game. Offense take time. They take time.
The offense, can these guys who have been paid to catch footballs catch the football?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
On defense, despite what I just said about how good this defense is Denzel Ward going to be on the sidelines getting, his cramps tended to again?
He better not.
Dude, how many guys for the Browns this past week was like, oh yeah, he was on the sideline. It was hot. Well, I don't know if you know this.
There was two guys that unfortunately were former Buckeyes that kind of was in and out of that game, and that's
disappointing.
Denzel
Sad.
and DeJuan. Did you know our offensive line is trash?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Did you know that they've always been trash?
No. All off season, I was told like, oh, don't worry, we convinced all the old guys to come back and play again for another year, and it's like, yay.
Well, there was only one guy that they convinced to come back.
That's fine. I'm just saying,
Batonio.
like, we got Joel Batonio back, so that'll be fine. It's like, yeah, but it's not that he's bad or anything, but you cannot tell me this is a good offensive line. So I agree with you on that.
The sick part is if you look at like the numbers, now PFF is dead to me, but if you look at PFF grades, which what a lot of people go off of, do you know DeWine is like I think it's like 95 people that's eligible to put his PFF grade. He's 94 of 95.
Yeah, that just sucks, man. Like I want him to be successful, but it's not good. So
right now, the Browns are going to need to get 5 new starting linemen next year because 4 of them are. This is their last year on the contract, and DeWine is the only one that's passed this year that's on the starting line, and he's not off to a great start.
So how do you minimize when you have a bad offensive line?
You throw screens.
You get the ball out of the hands of your quarterback early, right? So I don't know. Who's better at that? A guy who's been playing football for like 30 years when it was West Coast offense when Joe Flacco started, or a guy who like lived in the Oregon offense where the ball comes out of your hands quickly. Like,
so you want Dylan Gabriel?
I'm saying let's let the kid get out there and take his lumps. And who cares? No one has any expectations. I'd rather do that.
Lumps.
Fine, but get through it and then work on it and get through all that and then go from there.
I look at this game as a pivotal game for Joe Flacco because if you get back-to-back weeks of bad play, because he gave you – the first week was not on him. He played well in the first week. Last week, he was horrendous.
Yes.
If he's horrendous again, that's it. Like, this is it. This is it.
Guess what's gone from Joe Flacco's arm? Zip.
Will you stop with
Zip
that?
is gone.
You know
what?
What? If I was him, I first play of the game, I asked for a 25-yard dig route.
Please.
And zip that thing through.
And then
go to the camera and point at it and say, that's for you, T-Bone.
Please prove me wrong. Joe Flacco, I'm begging you. I want you to prove me wrong. Flacco, my cracko. Come on. Make it happen. But if that doesn't, then I'm saying it's Dylan Gabriel time, and you move on there.
Oh, I agree. This is it. If Joe Flacco doesn't play well this game, it's time.
I think we know that the Browns are going to lose. The question is whether we want to take them plus 7.5. Okay, that's my question.
Here's the only reason you take the points, the hook, and the fact that the Packers could be hearing all of this. They think they've got an easier game coming in. Despite all the stuff they say, it's hard to deny that you know you're the better team and having that attitude towards it. The Browns obviously have heard all the negativity. Everybody gets refocused. This could be a game where, I do think it could be a very close game because of the defense that the Browns have and because I could see like the Packers being a little sleepy after starting off their season pretty well. I don't think there's any chance that the Browns are winning this game. I could see the Browns potentially losing a heartbreaker. That would be way more on script for them than to like get blown out again. But anything's on the table with this Browns team as far as how they lose. But I think it's a reasonable conversation to say maybe they keep it within 7.5. But that's only because I think the Packers will sleepwalk for 3 quarters till they finally figure out they're the better team. That's the only chance you have. However, if they watched any tape last week, they will know that Cameron Mitchell, that restaurant is always open.
That's
a 24/7 Cam Mitchell opening there.
He better not touch it. Like
he'll be out there.
He better not.
Well,
he better
as soon
not.
As he is, it's time to eat, baby. Dinner bell's ringing.
They don't understand leverage. That's their problem. Him and Miles Harden both do not understand where their help is on the field. It's unbelievable. I was sitting there breaking down the film on Tuesday on the Cleveland show, and I'm like, Miles, like you do know, like you got a post safety on the inside and you got a hook dropper on the inside. Why would you play inside leverage? Of course he's gonna run an outward breaking route. Ain't nobody out there to help you. What are you doing?
I don't understand what this Browns team does. And we're talking about the defense, which is actually good. Offensively, if you play perfectly,
they horrendous.
You still have,
but you know what?
You have a wide receiving core.
That's the ball hard.
I was going to say the other way if a team is getting after you defensively, the way you also break that down is by actually running the football. So he gives you a chance in that regard. But no, it's insane to pick the Browns to win this game. If they keep it within 7.5, that's a possibility.
So you take it up with the points.
No, I think I'm taking the Packers to cover.
Really? I'm taking
the Packers to cover.
In the NFL,
just giving you the case.
In the NFL, if a spread is more than a touchdown, I'm almost always taking the dogs.
Okay, I'll take the points.
I mean, it didn't work out well last week when the Browns played, but it worked well last night with the Dolphins. So.
Sure, there you go.
Took the Dolphins plus the points.
Yes,
so they were getting 12.5.
Yes.
That was ridiculous,
and the Bills did almost covered that. Friday football, Football Friday forecast. Meredith Garfalo, 2 minutes away. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Friday. The roads around the metro still looking really good for a Friday commute, but we are noticing our first crash that's happening way up north in Delaware County. Expect some lane closures on 23, that's southbound direction at Hills Miller Road, just before the Delaware County downtown area because of a crash out there. Crew members on scene this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Buckeye Lake Marina. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Matty Ice here from McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. I recently bought a brand new Chevy Trax from McDaniel GM Superstore. It was by far the best car purchase I have ever made. And right now you can get a 2025 Trax at McDaniel GM Superstore for as low as $21,995. And with over 40 in stock, you know you'll find the perfect one for you. They're just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. McDaniel GM Superstore, where great deals meet a century of trust. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Lots coming up today. Josh Pate joining us from Josh Pate's College Football Show. That'll be at the 8 o'clock hour, 8:15. I'm promising you it's some of the best audio you will hear all week long, and it comes from Gus Johnson, who gets weirder and weirder every week. However, now it's time to find out a little bit what's going on this weekend.
When it comes to football and the weather, she knows everything. Welcome to the Football Friday Forecast with 10 TV meteorologist Meredith Garfalo.
Good morning, Meredith. Happy Friday.
Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. This is the final Friday of summer. Can you believe it?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of it that. It's
going to go out in good fashion.
It feels like it's a summer, a Friday summer anyway. So, yeah, this weekend we were just talking about the Browns game. We're not terribly optimistic they're going to win that game. We were talking about the 7.5 points, though, because maybe they can keep it within a touchdown. I mean, that's a little bit of a challenge against this Packers team, which has a good defense, really good offense, and the Browns have a really good defense.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. They got to play the defense and give our guys a chance to score, but they have to work as a team, right? I mean, Joe Flacco can't keep throwing these passes and then they're dropped, or he can't be tackled, and then all of a sudden, we've got fumbles and interceptions out the wazoo. I mean, we just can't have that happen.
Now, well, sorry, go ahead, Tyvis. I didn't mean to cut you off.
A lot of Browns fans have jumped off the bandwagon this week. Are you still optimistic about this season?
Look, if you know me, I'm a very positive person.
Same.
But, we need to start playing. I'm going to be a realist, though. We need to start playing more as a team, like we did. Was it 2 or 3 seasons ago when we had Flacco first come in? I mean, you had a strong line. I mean, you had the running backs that were catching the passes. You had everybody, it was just such a powerful season. I want to see that, and I'm not seeing that this season so far.
Now, if, let's say, if you're maybe not as positive a person, which is where I live, in a place called when it comes to the Browns, I live in a place called reality. If Joe Flacco isn't the guy and they pull him and put Dylan Gabriel in, will you be heartbroken? Or will you say, hey, if it's best for the team, we got to do what we got to do?
Hey, at this point, if it's best for the team, I mean, I've been on the Flacco bandwagon now for a little bit, but at the same time, you got to have your best people in. And if someone else is like, let's go, coach, let me show you what I can do. Let's see what happens. Because if that's going to start getting us those wins, I am totally down for that.
Yeah, well, that's what would be nice to see is any type of, at this point, a pulse is what we're looking for right now.
Because we're bleeding out right now.
Yeah,
the jugular is on the table, friends.
It's not good.
No.
So, all right, let's talk about the weather up in Cleveland because it's hot. I saw a report that said it was going to be in the 80s.
Yes.
Like high 80s? Are we talking?
We're low 80s. Remember, we're on the lakefront, so that does add a little bit of a coolness factor versus here where we're going to be up the upper 80s in central Ohio. I mean, it's a 1 o'clock game, so you're going to see those temperatures going up. I mean, eventually by the end of the game, we'll probably be in the mid 80s, but I mean, just like last time, there is a little bit of a chance of showers and storms. However, you have a south wind that'll be coming in around 10 miles an hour, so I think we're not going to get that lake enhanced push like we did last week. So I think it's going to be great weather. Lots of sunshine out there. So let's see what happens.
Have you been keeping up with the Guardians?
I have. Talk about fire right there. I mean, come on, boys, let's go.
They need to pass what they got to the Browns. That's what they're on fire right now.
That is Cleveland fire right there. Every time I look and Jay Fox, he'll always like text me because we're Cleveland fans, and he'll be like, "Guess what? They won again." Because sometimes I'm not awake, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this could be like the comeback kids." What was
Hey, if they do this, I really don't care what they do in the playoffs. To be honest with you, like just the moment that they have caught this lightning in the bottle, and the fact that everybody just was like, "Yeah, it's over with," and they found a way to get in like that.
Yeah.
They won the World Series in my book.
I know usually we get the forecast for both the Browns and the Bengals. The Bengals are playing in Minnesota, but so are the Guards. So, like, did you do any forecast? I know that, like...
Oh, you know me. I always do the forecast because there's tailgaters, right? They want to know when it's going to be outside of the dome.
But, like, now the Guardians are actually... They're playing in this weather this weekend. So, what are we looking at for, like, this weekend in Minnesota?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I didn't look at the game time, but in the morning, I know we could have some patchy fog, kind of, on and off clouds throughout the day. There could be some pop-up showers and storms. They were more like in the 70s, so it'll be a little bit more of a fall feel up there as you get into the afternoon.
I would ask you about Oregon, but I know you ain't went that far. That's where I'll be tomorrow.
See, you just need to send me an email early, like T-Bone does, and I will pull whatever forecast you want coast to coast. Just let me know.
Now, tonight, high school football, we have got Delaware at Westerville North here on the Fan, but just in general, like if you're going out in Columbus, anything we should know for this evening? Just still going to be another warm one?
Yeah, really hot again. And that's the thing is you've got that peak daytime heating. So when the guys are going out, the girls are going out, it's going to be hot. Mm-hmm. So, you can't stress enough to make sure the kids are staying hydrated. But there could be a pop-up stray shower or storm. Most of those, I would say, up probably near Mount Vernon. So any of the games in that area, as you continue to go up toward like Coshocton County, things like that. But I think majority of us will be dry and hot this evening.
Okay. We had an argument earlier on this show. Actually,
I was going to say, this is
you guys argued?
No,
What's going on?
Me and T-Bone is together. Dylan over there.
This is the more important part of the show because we got through all the forecast stuff. Now we have the important things we have to deal with.
Let's talk.
When you order eggs, how do you prefer it?
Well, it depends. If I'm on like a breakfast sandwich, because I love a good breakfast sandwich, I don't want it too yolky because I want to like have everything together. But I mean, if it's going to be like with some potatoes or like, a bowl or something, I love a hard boiled egg. Or not hard boiled. It's soft. Poach. I like the gooiness to just like mix in the bowl. It's so good.
That's where we're both out on
with Dylan.
Dylan likes a runny yolk. We're both out on the runny yolks.
Does it gross you out?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little too messy for me. I'm not a big fan of that.
When it comes to everything but breakfast, I don't want my food to touch, but with breakfast, just mix it all togetger.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's like more the breakfast bowl combo where you just like you said, put all that together. Now, in our first segment, we learned a lot about, so I said I don't like runny yolks, and then Tyvis said, he agreed with that. We also found out Dylan had never had a salad in his life. No, until he turned 26 years old. He's 33 now.
Stop.
But he hadn't eaten a salad until he was 26. And I still never got the answer on why that. Oh, yeah, because your mom never gave you vegetables.
Yes, my mom's not a vegetable person. She didn't make us be vegetable people. And my first salad was a BLT salad from Firebirds that was mainly bacon.
Shout out to Firebirds parking lot.
I am like in shock. I have never heard. You were the first person I think I have ever met that said they have not had a salad until that age.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm proud of it.
No carrots?
Maybe, probably not. I don't like
What are you
carrots
talking
either.
about maybe?
I remember
as a
growing
kid,
up. I hated carrots.
My mom gave us, we had carrots in every lunch that I ever had. Then, like, I would sometimes eat them and sometimes not. But, like, yeah, carrots were a thing for us. So I remember that. I'm surprised you don't remember if you had a salad or any carrots in your life.
No, I'm
prior to
Puerto
that.
Rican. We had rice and beans with every meal, and then that was it.
What about
That's it.
plantains? Or plantains, I guess, are fruit, right?
Yeah, because it's banana.
Oh, yeah,
I can't eat raw vegetables, so I used to be able to. I used to love like celery and carrots and stuff. Like now, if I eat it, it does something to my stomach where I'm like out of commission. Like it's like a stomach ache.
Yeah.
What do you eat instead? Cheese and meat?
Yeah, Tyvis, he's weird. I'm built. Tyvis, you put anything in here, I'm good. I'm built different. I can handle it.
I don't know why this is the case though. Why I can't eat raw vegetables?
I don't know. Probably not tough enough. That's what I would say. Probably just an issue of that. Now, the final question we have is, and I know this is probably a yes, but I just wanted to confirm it. Have you ever had your hair cut in a parking lot?
A parking lot?
First of all, it's not. She would get her hair done.
Okay, whatever. Because Tyvis told us that yesterday he went to Firebirds, this restaurant up at Polaris, and his barber said, "Oh, hey, I can meet you there because I'm running late." So then Tyvis, in between ordering his food and eating his food, went out in the parking lot and the guy trimmed up his hair.
Touched it up. Little fade on the side.
I would hate to be having my carry out and there's a wind gust that comes by and then all of Tyvis's hair is in my food.
We was in the back. We was in the far back of the parking lot. Like it was way in the back.
Wow. No, I have never. That's a first. Wow.
That was in the first segment. We learned Dylan had never had a salad. I thought I was weird for not liking runny yolks. I found out that was like the most normal thing of that segment. And then we found out Tyvis is getting his hair cut in parking lots.
I had to. I got things to do today. I'm flying to Oregon today, so he couldn't come today. And he was supposed to meet me yesterday at 3:30. He shows up at 6. Like, what was supposed to do?
I mean, you're on TV. Do you wait till the very last minute to get your hair stuff done? Like, if you have
but
to?
if you wanted to be fresh.
Maybe
don't
like
you wanted to be fresh. No,
Tuesday.
You wanted to be fresh.
Sure. That's as fresh as it
so
gets.
fresh and so
Dinner.
clean.
Yeah, get it. That's right. Get it done at dinner, at the restaurant. That's, you know what? How about you have him, get him in the terminal next time. Just have him there at TSA.
He's dedicated.
In the restaurant, that's a violation. I feel like one of the chef shows would come out and like can that real fast.
He's dedicated. You can't ever say he didn't show up, though.
No, I agree with Bo. Next time, have him show up at the airport.
Yeah, you want to get it as late as possible. In fact, I say do it at the duty-free store or whatever. Have him there. That's the place. Meredith, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great
good weekend.
Yep, you too. We will do that again next Friday. It is a football Friday. When we come back, we're going to help you try to win some money next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, traffic is picking up in certain areas throughout the metro. Over on the west side, 70 eastbound heading into the city, looking a little bit slower out there. Canal Winchester, Pickerington, 33, that westbound direction. Even New Albany for folks taking that 161 and 62 intersection. Do expect some delays out there. But for folks over in Powell and Worthington, looking a lot better. 270, 315, even 23, looking pretty average with your travel times out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Get the MVP, more value price from Coughlin Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Trailblazer, only $198 a month. New 26 Chevy Equinox, $239 a month. Or a new 26 Silverado, just $399 a month. Visit CoughlinChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
36-month lease with $39.99 due at signing, plus tax, title, and license. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Fall is here. The leaves are changing, football's on TV, and family time by the bonfire feels just right. Before it gets even colder, now's the time to make sure your home is ready for what lies ahead. For over 3 decades, homeowners across Central Ohio have turned to Newman Roofing for reliable roofing, siding, and gutter work that stands the test of time. From your very first call, you'll talk with a real person who's happy to walk you through the process. Your estimator won't push you, just explain what's going on with your home and share solutions that make sense for you. And when the work begins, a dedicated job supervisor makes sure every detail meets Newman Roofing standards. Don't just take our word for it. Check out the hundreds of 5-star Google reviews from families right here in Columbus who chose Newman Roofing and couldn't be happier. Appointments are filling fast for fall installations, so don't wait. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today. Let Newman Roofing handle your to-do list so you can get back to the things and the people that matter most. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online today at newmanroofing.com.
My name is Katie. I'm a Spectrum customer for mobile and internet, and I grew up on a farm and ranch in Nebraska, so I'm always cowgirling. Cowboy culture, you never want to pay more than you have to because there are so many expenses that go into farming and ranching. To have any efficiency on the farm, you need extreme connection and reception. I bet we save about $180 a month with Spectrum, and that's $2,100 for the whole year.
Real customers, real savings. Visit spectrum.com/save. Real customer testimonial, compensated, not scripted.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Come join the Ford versus Ferrari Ultimate Car Show at Valley. Everyone's invited to see 4 GTs and Ferraris, plus tons of other local show cars up close tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. Drive-in car registration is open to all at Valley Ford of Columbus.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unnatural liability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and the endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit eventriskinc.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. And if you're gearing up for the big game, don't forget the MVP of desserts, Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. This legendary treat just made its way to Ohio. Finally! We're talking rich devil's food cake, buttery cream bumps, and a fudge icing that is just unfair. They'd throw a flag on it if it was actually on the field. Bring one to your next tailgate, watch party, or even a team celebration, and you'll be the real hero. Available now at Kroger and Meijer, Sanders Bumpy Cake. It's game day greatness.
Common Man and Timmy.
My back hurt from putting today. But Warrior Dash, you want me to roll around and run up the warped wall. Get out of your damn mind.
Let's go.
Common Man and Timmy Afternoons on the Fan is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Lots coming up today on the show. Josh Pate from Josh Pate's College Football Podcast is going to join us, or College Football Show, I should say. He's going to join us coming up top of the hour, 8 o'clock. And at 8:15, I keep teasing this, some of the best audio I've ever heard. Gus Johnson making an absolute fool of himself in a way that I didn't have this on the bingo card. I'm going to put it that way.
Neither did I. Neither did the rest of the world.
No. And we'll talk plenty of Bengals as well coming up next hour because, you know, they've got I think, a pretty interesting week ahead of them. If they can get this done against Minnesota, it's not that everybody should have super high expectations for the Bengals without Joe Burrow, but they didn't get rid of Jake Browning. They want him to be a part of this team for a reason. I actually think they have a very good potential for this Bengals team for the rest of the season when they get Joe Burrow back. I don't think the season's over for the Bengals is what I'm saying. And I think it starts this weekend with the Vikings. But we'll talk about that more in the 8 o'clock hour. Right now, I want to look at some games that we think possibly you could make some money on. And we've been talking this hour about the Browns, this Packers game. So I'm going to put a bow on that discussion by saying this. There is no game lower in the NFL for an over-under standpoint than this Browns-Packers game. It's 41.5. And Dylan, what does that usually mean when they put the line as low as they possibly can in an NFL game? Typically, they are tempting you to do what?
Take the over.
Absolutely right. Don't fall for it.
So you would take the under.
How many points is this Browns offense going to get you?
Something under 20.
I'm going to say something under 7. I'm going to say maybe get you 2 field goals, maybe.
No, they get you 13 to 14.
Fine. How many points do you think the Packers are scoring on this Browns defense? I would be shocked if it's more than, say, 3 touchdowns. Like, I think it's going to be a defensive struggle in this game.
So,
a lot of running the football, not a lot of, big gains through the air, at least not from the Browns. So, for me, this is an easy underplay. I'm taking the under all day on this. 41.5, give me the under on that. You guys agree? Think that's dumb? Hate it? Love it?
I just think so. Last week, technically the Ravens put up 41, but it was bad field position off of a block punt and an interception. So if the offense cannot do that, I'm with you. But is that a guarantee?
No, it's not. But I think they're going to play way cleaner this week. I don't think they're winning. They're not going to win. The Browns are not going to win. I'm just telling you. I think.
What if they did though?
Tyvis, you're back.
Tyvis,
You're back.
What if I run a marathon? What does that mean? Yes, what if everything?
There's a reality where they could win this game.
Sure, there is.
Is it likely? No.
Are you betting on it? Well, you can't bet on it because you're not allowed to.
Don't spread those rumors.
I forgot. Fair enough.
You're going to get them fired.
All right, give me something that we can make money on, Tyvis. What are you thinking?
I'm actually looking at Carolina and the Falcons. Right now, the Falcons are favored by 5.5. And I know it's bad as Carolina may look. Them division games is different. Give me Carolina plus the 5. I think they'll cover that.
It's 5 or 5.5?
5.5.
Okay.
I like that. The more disgusting it sounds, the more I want to bet it. And 5.5 is a weird number. Carolina's bad. I just love plays like that.
Okay. Yeah. I understand. You know what? Every time though I question Tyvis's logic on that, Tyvis usually proves right. So because I look at that and I see the Falcons and I go, I think Michael Penix Jr. is legit. I think Carolina is just built bad all the way around.
Because Carolina is one of them teams that they'll go down by a lot, but they can actually come back and make the game closer than what it was. Last week against the Cardinals, they was getting smoked.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the game, they lost by 5.
In the gambling community, we call that a backdoor cover.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I got with Carolina last week.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Yes.
And what are you looking at, Dylan? What's one that you're looking at?
A gross spread that I'm looking at. I think everyone's down on the Jets. Justin Fields is concussed. No one believes in Tyrod Taylor. But you know what Baker Mayfield does when people start praising him? He comes back down to earth, baby. Give me the Jets plus 7.
It needs to be said, you are the most biased person against Baker Mayfield ever. So, yes, you hate Baker Mayfield, but okay, I take your logic there as someone who